Welcome, podcast fans. It's time for the What's Up Bro podcast show presented by J&J Production Studios, the home for all your entertainment needs. All kinds of great topics discussed every week, a variety of different themes offered, special guest appearances, prize giveaways, and so much more. Stay tuned. And now, here are your hosts, Sam Crow and Big Hoss.
Salutations, happy Saturday, audio fans. Welcome to a brand new episode of the What's Up Bro podcast show, brought to you, yes, of course, by the one and only J&J Production Studios, your one true home for entertainment. It is I, Sam Crow, here with you guys. Big Hoss not joining us tonight. He had an opportunity to spend some time with Mom, some time out, some good quality mother-son bonding time. So we hope they are having a good time. And Big Hoss, if you're listening, enjoy. We'll see you back very soon. But I am here with you guys tonight. We're hanging out with our almost 200th episode. I don't know how that happens, and I also want to apologize for the intro part. I was getting our fire ready, and of course the darn commercials were playing, so which I'm actually going to mute this to get in here. There we go. Now I can turn it on. So we have to have our fire going, of course, while we chat. And wow, I just totally derailed myself in my train of thought there. Oh, the almost 200th episode. I don't know how, and I want to mention because we did have an episode. If you guys haven't had a chance to listen to it, check it out. We have a brand new episode that was launched last night. We are back into the martial arts world with our good friend Ramsey Beach. It's episode number 8 in this sort of little mini-series that we have going on. So check that out, if you will. I'm not sure exactly what's happening here. Apparently, this has to be... Is there a cap? Does it stop? I don't honestly know. It's still showing 198 episodes, but by my count, this should be episode 200. But either way, we're going to have a bit of a shorter episode tonight, so we might kind of break this up and do... have a celebration for next week. I don't know. Technology is great when it works, and it's fantastic, but there are times when... I don't know, if you're like me, you just want to throw your computer out the window, or you want to smash it with something. Let's be honest, we've all been there at a point in time. Let's refresh our page here. So yeah, but by all accounts, we are in the throes of the 200th episode, which is fitting too because we're in August already now. We're coming towards the end of the month, which will encapsulate our 2-year anniversary since we started the podcast and did the podcast shows, which is unbelievable. It's hard to fathom that there, but here we are. You guys know too, we've got some special surprises in store for you. If you didn't catch the updates we had on social media, we have a new special guest who's going to be joining us, time and date to be determined, but my good friend Austin, who is got his band going, Orange Moon Project, will be coming on. I've been really excited about this. We haven't been in touch for a while. He's been a little preoccupied, a lot of stuff going on, schedules and all that. He reached out, we started chatting, and I said I've been wanting to invite him to come on the show. So we're looking forward to that. We're just waiting to get the schedule, everything figured out. But we will post updates on that soon when we have that information. I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Make sure you mark your calendars. We will get you a date ASAP. What else do we have going on there? We have another potential guest lined up, which we are still waiting confirmation, so we do not want to give away any details until it's finalized, which should be hopefully soon. It's just a matter of scheduling. Everybody's kind of busy with different things happening, so once we get confirmation there, we will give you guys the interesting details of who it is, why it is, where it is, when it is. So keep your eyes and ears open. We are going to have that soon. What else do we have going on? I think that's about it. I know we haven't done it. We need to get back to our the contest we have. We're going to post some stuff there too as well. But we will be doing, hopefully, the giveaway. We want to share some of the photos again. We have our signed photo from our good friend Miranda Maverick. So we are going to see about possibly doing that soon as well. We will post on social media. We haven't done that. We got to do that. But that will be tentatively planned for coming up around the holiday season, which, believe it or not, is only a few months away. Time just really really flies. So it's hard to believe that we are even past halfway past the year. We're coming into like almost 2/3 of the year, I guess you could say too. But it's coming fast, so prepare for that, and also look forward to our holiday special episodes coming up. We always enjoy those; they always seem to be popular and favorites. Maybe some of our guests will land on that. Don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll get some more for that year. Anything can happen. It's all fun, and we try to figure that out. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's I think where we're at right now. And so let's dive back. Our fire's gone. We got the flames stoked here. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna kick back and we're gonna chat a bit. I'm actually gonna be multitasking here, may as well, since I'm checking everything here. Let's see. How do we? Oh, I actually need to do this too. So bear with me for a second as I share this episode up on our other socials here. That doesn't. Well, I shouldn't say they don't technically automatically upload, but some of them don't. We need to get this going here. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Let's do this. There we go. Just so we can get other friends notified for this as well. This episode, like the others, will be up on YouTube as well as SoundCloud at the conclusion of going live tonight. So just for you guys listening there, if you have a chance or want to catch it later, you can catch it on those platforms as well. Let's see here. We do that. This will save me some time, even though, excuse me, I know we get commercial break. Good gracious, I did not get a drink of water before the show starts. I'll probably do that when we get a break time here. Let's see. I will say I honestly want to give you guys a little teaser for the other guests we have lined up, but I just don't want to get ahead, especially if for some reason it doesn't work out, but my indication is where it will. It's just a matter of scheduling. So, but again, I want to get more concrete for that, and then we will open the floodgates for that as well. But it's very hard because I think it's really exciting, and going actually really from no guests this year to finding a couple actually in a quick sense there is really nice. We're still working on a few others. Don't know if that will end up happening this year, but we're still going to reach out. We're going to try. Of course, as always, we can shoot for next year as well. But just know that we are actively searching constantly for that talent for you guys to make it entertaining and lots of fun, which it's equally as fun for us. I know it's for you guys listening at home, but we just get a kick out of it. And I will say this, we've shared it too, but for the guests, even for friends I've had on the show since the beginning and special guests, we really appreciate each and every one of you guys there. We're so thankful that you made an appearance at least once. We've had some folks twice, depending on the who and when and where, why, all that sort of thing. But it's really awesome to where, and some of these we had plans, some were unplanned, so it's kind of nice when things kind of flow and come together. But we're really just thankful for that, and always looking to expand. That's been our goal. Our goal has been 2024 was going to be bigger than 2023. Same thing can be said. We haven't said this for a while, so I'm going to reiterate this. We want to make 2025 that goal as well. I'm not sure exactly how yet, although I have a couple ideas. One of the projects that we're going to work on is trying to get some live streaming figured out, which we haven't have enough time to experiment. So there's a working order for that. We'll put it that way. So, but we're working there. We're getting there. Same thing with the studio move. We're working on that too. Updates for that to follow as well. So one of the things I want to start with tonight, and I want to mention this is going to be, we're going to do a review episode of this at some point in the near future, hopefully. Let's give an update here. We want to talk about the buzz. We're going to add this episode to the review show. We're going to get back to that soon. I want to do this review. It's going to be a little bit till we do it, but we will be doing it. the talk of the summer movie smash hit that's been there came out birthday weekend for me, which is kind of neat. I've seen some back and forth reviews on it, but from what I ascertain and I've seen so far, I've heard a lot of great things about it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then clearly you live under a rock, because everybody knows that now. So we're talking about Deadpool and Wolverine, the third installment for the Deadpool series, and most people are calling it the revitalization and the resparking and reignition of Marvel. Marvel's sort of been floundering a bit, I guess if that's a fair word to put it, since the original movies that have been there. Just a lot of the series have not panned out, I guess you could say, to the way that they were hoping, Marvel and Disney were hoping. And I guess, even some of the series, which I haven't watched all of them. We've watched some throughout periodically, and try to catch up with as many as possibly can. But I just, it's been kind of like a lot of the blowback from it's not been what they hoped, and things just sort of really cooled off. So this movie has been professed to be a revitalization for it. Now, again, from what I've seen the trailer. You guys can check it out. That's out there too. Maybe some of you guys have seen it. If you did, please don't spoil it for us yet. Although, of course, I know kind of what happens anyway. But I kind of want to see it firsthand. But we're going to do a review on that, especially if you haven't. And you're kind of like us. You do the, I guess, I don't know if you want to call it the old person thing, but you kind of wait until the movie releases, or at least a chance to rent it. So don't get out to the movies much anymore. Not because we don't want to. It's just, I don't know. Well, and that, and plus the cost of everything going up, like, it's just hard. I don't even want to think about what a movie ticket probably costs nowadays. And case in point, to be completely honest, is anymore with the streaming services what they are and the ability to rent right away, it's probably equal to getting a ticket to the theater. So what you would spend, say if you're like a family of 4 or whatnot, you spend on that per person. Whether you have kids or not too, the price is a little bit lower. But for that, you could just pay one fee, rent the movie, or in some cases now, it seems to be seemingly becoming a popular trend where you guys know, this is going to date me too, you're an old ancient movie buff for this, but when movies would first come out, you see it in theaters, it usually takes about 3 months for them to be released on home theater. So, DVD, Blu-ray, and digital download, which I have a bunch. I need to one day. Maybe one day if I have another computer too, I can download on my thing. My entire pretty much movie collection that I have at least a multitude of those movies that are on digital download, which I can get to, and that way I could just take them with me. But you had to wait at least 3 months for that to be released, and then that sort of changed over the years. We also got spoiled, which I'm still like. I think some people are still salivating for and wishing for. When COVID broke out and there was obviously no way to go to the movies, HBO or Max, I think is now it's called now too, had partnered with I think Regal Cinemas or whatever, or maybe 20th Century. I'm not sure, one of the major movie production companies, where they had a deal in place that there were some movies obviously that still were released during COVID, but people couldn't go to the movie theaters and they were only in theaters. They had a partnership where they could stream it exclusively on Max, and if you had a subscription there, you could get it, which we utilize that quite a bit, which is kind of nice. But it's those luxuries like that I think sort of kind of get everybody a little ramped up and edged for that. So, but now, most recently, I think it depends though on the movie, and again, it depends on this is also Marvel too, so this could take a little bit. Plus with Disney ownership too, I don't know, but there seems to be a growing consensus where there's an earlier release direct for streaming. Now that doesn't mean it's free streaming, like you could buy or rent it, but if it's a digital streaming, you can get it right away. You don't have to wait a long period of time. So, and again, a lot of it is just, I think it's depending on who releases it, who has it, etc., etc. I don't think it's necessarily something that is going to happen ultimately, and that's why I've been kind of feeling this, seeing like, is it going to happen? Like most people are asking, when is it going to stream on Disney Plus? That's probably going to take a while, naturally. Even though I know, yes, Disney owns it, and they should get it out and running, and it should be should be at your fingertips right away, which maybe one day it will, the way technology and with AI being the biggest trending thing in technology in the world today. Could happen, but it's not yet, so there is that. But it's still kind of a nice feature there. So when that does happen, we will review it and we'll give you the full details on it. But I gotta say, initial impressions there, firstly, and we'll get this right off the bat there for anybody who knows too. It's amazing to see Hugh Jackman back in that role. Looks absolutely fantastic. He is completely ripped for that again. Obviously, a little bit of aging sign you can see, but still looks really, really good. And just from the trailer clips, he hasn't lost a step as far as the comedic side of it and the connection and the charisma with Ryan Reynolds there with Deadpool finally teaming up. And for Hugh, it seems like it's great to have the claws back again on, which, obviously with Logan's release said that was going to be the end for him. But it's interesting that the first thing, too, is the multiverse faction, which Marvel was sort of experimenting with. The options are limitless as far as opportunities to do different things. By that meaning, and I've heard this discussion too. Well, now the fact that they brought Logan back, which obviously he died in Logan, and I think I won't spoil that though. I could spoil that because I know that I saw part of that, but I won't say that. There's a neat little, for those that haven't seen the film yet, there's a neat little interesting montage in the beginning of the film that kind of ties in the Logan trail as far as the alternate universes where Wolverines are. But it kind of enters all kinds of realm of possibilities. It's almost like the quantum realm, where time travel and these sort of different options where you could bring these characters back and forth probably forever. Like Iron Man could theoretically come back if Robert Downey Jr. wanted to do it. Don't know though if Marvel. I know Marvel has been pushing; they want to move on to the next phase. So, but it's a interesting kind of Marvel do another. A lot of fans like myself are like, it's going to be hard to see anybody else be in that role other than Hugh. So would it happen? Did it happen? I don't know. Now, in line with that, I've heard this question where I will say I believe it could happen. Given the fact, as long as Hugh continues to enjoy it, which he seems to do, I think there could be at least one more film with Logan in there as Wolverine. Don't know if it would be a solo film or if he might jump ship to another partnership film movie, a transfer. I'm not sure again what Marvel's going to do too. So there's all kinds of possibilities there. That door is left completely wide open, and I don't believe it's without outside the realm of possibility, given that Hugh has made that statement several times that he's really enjoyed doing it again. And I think if the situation was, the situation was there and the script was there and the story made sense, he would do it. There, I think it was The Late Show. I know Ryan Reynolds was on it, and he actually said, I think it was August 19th or something around that time of 2022. He said, he came out and said openly that date and time he was contacted by Hugh Jackman, who had called him personally and said, I really want to come back and bring this character back. Which kind of gave him the idea because he was kicking around what to do for Deadpool 3, which ended up leading to the fun teaser trailer where they announced that he was coming back. So, point of it is, he didn't have to really be coerced or super drug out to come back. He wanted to do it. He loves the character, wanted to do it. He just felt like, and I understand it, the Logan character has always been Wolverine doesn't age. Obviously, Hugh, being a human being there, is going to age at his age, mid-50s, pushing towards 60. I can certainly respect and understand why, he'd want to walk away at the height of his career, or height of the game, and leave something special for the fans and not overuse the character, for lack of a better term. So, which, again, it makes a lot of sense. But I think it's just so hard because Wolverine has always been such a unique and cool and fun character that, I think maybe for Hugh, it's getting that itch and that drive back to really get into that mode again. And again, it's ridiculous. His workout regimen is absolutely insane. Just let alone from working out and physically, lifting weights and getting in shape, but the diet, he eats a lot of protein. It's massive. It's a lot of commitment. It's a lot of true, honest, sheer love and desire to do the role, to get yourself back in that shape. Especially, again, at his age. And we're not making fun of that. It's just the truth of it is Hugh Jackman now, this is in year 24, almost 25 years playing the character, was a lot younger when he started. So that level of dedication and commitment is always incredible. I equate that to the same, Hugh Jackman wanted to do his own stunts. It's the same thing like Tom Cruise has always said, I'm doing my own stunts. I know the Actors Screen Guild, there's rules about certain limitations for actors, but they really do try to be as true to form and dedicated by doing their own stunts than most people do give credit for. And they don't realize what goes into it, but I give a lot of credit to that very reason. So it's awesome to see that. Now the physicality with that, don't know. I think it's possible, and I feel like the other thing too, and it was funny because I heard some people were commenting when they were watching some reviews on the reaction from the trailer that there's a lot of CGI involved. There can be. So the fact for Wolverine to look younger, I mean, it could be Hugh. They could digitally trace his face a bit to make him look younger. That could help. And technology is amazing nowadays, especially in films. I'm not a super lover, a huge component of it, but I think in certain dosages and what it's used for can be beneficial. But I like to have as much of realism as possible. So you can't go too off the beaten path unless you're doing a movie like Avatar or Lord of the Rings or even Star Wars. Like these different worlds and different like futuristic and scientific and sci-fi is what I'm looking for roles. You have to have more CGI there. But if it's more down to earth and realistic, like in the world of the United States or in your European country, like a Bond film or Mission Impossible, there should be some realism. The realism should be there as much as you can get from the studio and the budget that's there. And a lot of times there are a lot of actors that don't want to do their own stunts, which again, their crafting is still the storytelling and still being certain characters, but I think it's more unique when you have characters who actually want to do their own physical opportunities there, like some like Tom Cruise doing these stunts. Like he wants to be on the screen. It's him. It's not stunt double in the extreme case, but he wants to be as much of him as possible. So I really give credit to the actors that commit, like Tom and others. I know there's several others that do it too, and I think Hugh in this case, and even Ryan Reynolds too. They do a lot of their own stunts. Naturally, he's wearing the mask, and we don't always see him. And it could be a stunt double a lot too, but for the most part, it seems genuine that they are true to form. That it's them as much as possibly that they can do. So I think it's really it looks interesting. I heard a lot about the cameos, and again, I don't want to spoil too much. A lot of you guys probably have seen it or are familiar with it, but I think it was really interesting and well done that they were able to pull this off. And like I said, Ryan Reynolds had said many times that this was something that he wanted to do, especially the team up with Hugh. Didn't know if it could be a reality. They weren't sure how things were going to go, how it was going to work out with the stars align, etc., etc. So it's nice to see that this actually has happened. And who knows what it'll bring to light coming forward. So that's going to be another curious thing to watch too. We'll have to see. But looking forward to that. We will definitely give a review and we'll give a more detailed synopsis and take of it when we see the film, which hopefully will be sooner than later. Again, pending on release and how things go there. But so we will see. But yeah, definitely going to be the summer hit for the year. If you guys haven't had a chance to check it out. Deadpool and Wolverine in theaters now. Hopefully it will be streaming soon if you want to wait too. Sometimes patience can be awarded that. I'm always, it's hard because I like to, I don't want to say, it's always a fun opportunity to go to a movie, go to a theater, especially if you have kids too that are younger, that those are memories that you can share that they'll really enjoy. But as you get older and I'm thinking about it more, I'm like, I don't know if I personally, it's hard to find a good movie where I would want to spend money on if you're not sure about it. Sometimes it's better to So, sometimes it's better just to wait for it and see, uh, to rent it and have the ability to do it where, it doesn't cost as much there. But again, not knocking it either for the fact that, it's a lot of fun. It really is. It's great memories. And it's difficult nowadays with the cost of living being as high as it is and a lot of things going up. Economy is just so bad with everything. Again, we talked about this and just the idea that the things that we always get often that were so affordable and are great deals on, now things are so expensive. Like, I can't imagine if tickets are so expensive, and again, you buy concessions, you buy food there. I would venture to say going to a movie anymore probably would be almost equitable like going to a sporting event, like a football game, going to a stadium for that, because you're spending an awful lot, dropping an awful lot there. So, I think that it's incredible. It boggles the mind when you really break it down. So, but if you have the ability to go, and sometimes you can take a matinee with kids, the price is a little cheaper, and kids obviously are not going to be super expensive if they're under a certain age. I think it's 12 and under. But it just sometimes it's better the comforts of your own home. You can get your own snacks. You can, use the bathroom when you need to. You can pause the movie. That was one thing I always, and I remember one time, this is just a fun story. We're actually going to take a break then here in a second, but speaking of movie theaters going there, I remember I went to see a movie, and normally I don't snack very often. You should get maybe a K-Box candy, but I really wanted popcorn, so I got popcorn, and of course I had a discount, so I got like a large soda and stuff. It was all this stuff. It was really neat, but it was like an extra 50 cents. But I had this big soda, I had the popcorn, I was so snacking and drink. I'm trying to think. I can't recall offhand what movie it was. It's been a while. I have to think. But anyway, I just remember that I think we were coming towards the end of the movie, so maybe like the last half an hour, per se, give or take. And I realized quickly I had that large soda. I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom. I have to pee. But I don't want to get up and I don't want to leave, because by the time you get up from my seat, which I usually always sit mid-row, try to get like right directly center line of seeing the movie screen. By the time you walk down the stairs to get to the area, to get out to the lobby, to walk to the bathroom, to use the bathroom, to wash your hands, hoping there's no line, which usually there isn't, and then depending on which theater you're in, you got to walk down, that's crucial movie watching time that you're going to miss. I feel like it was even I think it was a Marvel film, but I don't remember which one of the earlier ones, and I knew there was always credits at the end, so the hysterical part of it was, I held out, man, let me tell you. I was starting to cry, though, because I'm like, my bladder was going to explode. I had to hurry down to go to the bathroom, but it was worth it to the end. So that's really when I appreciated having streaming and watching it from home, because, hey, if I got to go to the bathroom, I'm not holding it. Pause the movie, come back, or I can even rewind, don't miss it. But you don't waste that. That's sort of like the catch, like you feel like they do it on purpose. They sell you the big sodas, and they give you the big drinks, and they know you're going to have to go to the bathroom midway, but you don't want to get out of your seat because you don't want to miss the movie. And you're paid for the movie, too. Like, it's like this vicious cycle, But it was still pretty funny. But a lot of you guys probably relate to that, too, at one point in time. You're on the edge of your seat for two reasons. You got to know what happens if there's a teaser for a potential sequel, and you really got to pee. And you're going to run to the bathroom. As soon as those credits start rolling, you're like, people, get out of my way. I'm dropping my popcorn bucket in the garbage can. I am hitting the head as fast as I can. So there are some benefits and perks there. But yeah, so definitely check it out. Deadpool and Wolverine in theaters now. It is rated R, of course. It is R for a Disney film. Let's put our fire on hold until we come back. Just to forewarn you guys, so any for younger viewers too, there is an age limit there for that. But if you're able to go see it, check it out. I think it's a good family movie for that too. Excited to see it, can't wait. And like I said, just please don't spoil it for us. I don't want to know too much. I want to see it in person. I know it's going to happen, but I still want to kind of see it too, just to get the full ambiance of it all. So with that being said, guys, let's take a short break here. We'll come back. Plenty more here to come at the What's Up Bro podcast show. Hope you're having a great Saturday night. It's hard to believe we are flying through the weekend. Here we are again. Time really does fly. It's amazing. And just, I don't know. It never ceases to amaze me how much so it does, but we're looking forward to that. Really looking forward to as well. I forgot that announcement there too. We had my birthday bash, which is nice. It's unique that my birthday actually falls on a weekend this year. We are actually now having Big Hoss's birthday bash coming up. We will be celebrating his birthday in November, so that's going to fall in between our holiday specials. We're going to have Thanksgiving in between Christmas, so bonus. Yes, opportunity. It's going to be great. Hope you guys are excited for that. Mark your calendars there. Assuming, of course, again, there is no change in schedule or he doesn't have anything special planned for family. We are looking at Friday, November 29th is his birthday. So we will have a birthday special there. If not, maybe Saturday the 30th. We'll see. Play it by ear. But we hope you guys will stay tuned for that and join us. We look forward to that as well. Hope you're having a great week and a great weekend. And if you're finishing out, there's a couple of fairs, maybe some local fairs that are wrapping up. If you're out there too and enjoying that, hey, have fun with that too. I know we have one more fair coming up in about a little over a week yet, which I'm looking forward to. It's probably going to be the last major fair of the year. But if you guys have a chance to get out there, enjoy that. It's awesome. The weather's been decent. Still some hot weather. Probably going to get some more, but later in the night and the evening, it's usually nice cool to walk around. So if you get a chance to do it, if you still have a fair going on, check that out. But whatever you're choosing to do, hopefully it's relaxing for you guys, and hopefully you're enjoying us as much as we enjoy being and spending time with you all, which is always a tribute and pleasure and treat for us. We hope it is for you guys as well. We look forward to it. We love it every single weekend. We get a chance to do it. We will have some more episodes coming up. We're going to get more content out for you guys. Lastly, and thankfully, before we go, thank you so much. We've had a spike again in numbers there, which my jaw kind of dropped. I was not expecting to see that many. We love you guys for it. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you want to leave a comment, let us know too. Head us up on social media, what you love about it, if there's a certain episode there. Remember, too, if you want to, you don't have to. We have our Patreon account where you can become a subscriber there and get bonus content that you won't find anywhere else. Also, we now have, if you listen on Spreaker, there is the Supporters Club. If you want to get a subscription for every podcast or just pick your favorite, subscription memberships are $5 a month. All proceeds from both that and Patreon, kind of one and the same. I lumped this together to kind of save some words. They all go towards helping us to upgrade the show. We don't use it to get strictly profit. We put that right back into the shows, and we try to upgrade equipment, better mics, better monitors, better software, anything we can get. That's what that would go to. So if you guys want to help us, we'd appreciate that. We'd love you for it. It'd be awesome. Don't have to do it, but we welcome that. But just thank you for your support just by listening. It's amazing. We love to check numbers and see the stats go up off the charts, off the roof. But we really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. We love each and every one of you the same. If you're newer here, welcome. Hopefully you will continue on this crazy journey that we started there. So you'll get used to it, I promise. Hopefully we don't scare you off too. But plenty more fun stuff to come, and we're looking forward to it. And we hope that you guys will continue to come along on this ride for us. We don't know which way it's going to go. We're riding without a map. So we're going to go wherever the wind takes us. Wherever the wind blows, so we shall go. But it's been an awesome ride so far. Can't wait to celebrate more with you guys. Stick around. Stay tuned for more. We'll be back after this break. The What's Up Bro podcast show. We're going to come back, probably do one more segment, and then we will wrap it up for the evening. But so glad you guys are here. Looking forward to much more fun. Have a great time. Enjoy yourselves there. Relax. Have a great Sunday, too. Still part of the weekend, technically. And don't worry about going back to work till Monday. Monday blues come, but hey, listen. Go back and listen to your favorite episodes. It'll cheer you up, I promise. I've done it myself, so I speak from experience. But anyway, stick around, guys. Go for a bathroom break. Get yourself a snack, whatever you want to do. And then we'll come back for more. The What's Up Bro podcast show. Here for your entertainment. Hope you guys are having a good time. We'll see you shortly. Do not go away. And gosh, I am so bad at cueing myself. Hold on. Let's try this again. I want to mix it up and play something different that we didn't play. Let's go back to... Yeah, we'll go here. All right, let's try that one more time. I know, it sounds professional, and we try to make it that way. It doesn't always happen, but stick around. Stay tuned for more. Don't go away. We'll be back right after this. See you shortly.
Enjoying the show? Do you want even more great content? Then check out linktree.com/J_J Production Studios, where you'll find everything you need for the entertainment you deserve, such as links to your favorite streaming services where our podcast shows are featured. Find and connect with us on your favorite social media and live streaming platforms. The official studio channel on YouTube. Like and subscribe today. Our official studio store where you can find all kinds of great merchandise. Would you like to support us? You can do so by getting your own exclusive membership on our Patreon account. Do you want to ensure you don't miss a single bit of detailed information? Then have it sent directly to you by joining our emailing list. Stay up to date on all the latest from J&J Production Studios. Thank you so much for listening. We love and appreciate all your support, and until next time, we'll see you at the show.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
Hey there, do you love podcasts? Are you having difficulty finding the right ones to listen to? Is it frustrating when you're trying to pick that show? You know, the one where everyone must collectively agree on? Like finding a good movie or TV show to watch, do you look for the most jam-packed entertainment that's possible to find in a single episode every week? Then search no more, and welcome to J&J Production Studios. It's our business to provide the best entertainment and information available for you. Whether you're sitting in that comfy chair with your favorite snack and beverage listening live each week, or downloading your favorite show episodes to take with you on the go while you're at work, exercising, or even just to play at night for you to fall asleep to. There's something for everyone, no matter what size, shape, or age you are. Visit www.linktree.com/J_J Production Studios to find all the streaming services where our podcast shows can be found. You can also connect with us on your favorite social media platforms, including Facebook and Twitter. You can join our public Discord server and chat directly with us. But wait, there's more. You can subscribe to our official YouTube channel and be notified every time a new show is broadcast. Wish you could have some studio souvenirs or collectibles? Guess what? You can. Visit the official store where you can purchase items featuring your favorite podcast and show hosts. Would you like to help support us? You can do that by getting your very own exclusive membership on our Patreon account. All proceeds go to help us upgrade our shows, which will only enhance the entertainment provided to you. Thank you so much. We're excited to have you as an audience. Your love and support are always appreciated. We'll see you soon.
Break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
And welcome back, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. If you're just tuning in, welcome. This is the What's Up Bro podcast show, just in case you've forgotten or weren't sure what you're listening to. Does happen. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but I've done it myself where I put on a show. I don't remember what I put on, why I put it on. I think it's mostly because I nod off during it, but it does happen. So, but just so you know where you're at, and of course, you'll know that it is brought to you by the one and only J&J Production Studios, your one true home for entertainment. Yes, I've seen this out there. It's been a growing trend. There's more of this out there, and makes sense. A lot of people have the J's in their name, and they like to use that. But we are the ones that provide you guys with the special entertainment that you love so much, and no one can replace that. Take that from us. Just so we're clear. I just want to put that staple out there. Let's get our fire going here. So we're back here. We're going to hang out just a little bit here yet, just to kind of get things wrapped up for the evening. Again, a little bit shorter night. We're starting the celebration of our 200th episode, which I lost track of count because apparently, I don't know if the counter is off. I don't know if something got messed up. We're going to see once the episode is uploaded in there too if it officially counts what it is. I'm not sure entirely. I don't know if they cap it at a certain point. That's a possibility. That might be what's happening there. I'm not sure. So if it's not tonight, for sure, it will be. And actually, we will be having celebratory celebrations for that next Friday. We get Big Hoss back. So make sure you guys tune in for that. We'll post you to keep you updated with all that. That would be the plan. And we will do the official celebratory time. That time, either that or maybe Saturday. We'll have to see how the weekend goes. I'm not sure. Never can tell sometimes. So many things happening all at once. It's just kind of one of those things. But we'll see. Either way, the entertainment is still going to be there. You can guarantee that for sure. That will not change. So yeah, there you go. Let's see now. So I'm just looking over everything here. Definitely want to get some more out. We're going to get another episode of the sports show. We are going to get some more episodes uploaded. Talking to Mr. J, they're figuring things out. We are going to get some more episodes of the Sanitarium show. He still has a bunch of his saved, so I want to get some. We're going to work having him send some more episodes over. We'll upload all of the classics there for you guys. New episodes hopefully will be out soon. We'll keep in touch with him and see how things go there. We are looking at expanding to another network as well, so we're going to feature episodes there. He was sharing with me a little bit the other day, so it's going to be exciting. We're going to see. We are trying to grow things and get large and in charge there, so hopefully this will pan out really well. We're going to see. So that's something new and exciting, which we will fill you guys in more when we have information specified there, when we know for sure what we are going to do, how we're doing it, etc., so on and so forth, yada yada. Skip the boring parts. Kind of like reading a contract or reading the fine print. It's not important. Just sign it. Don't ask questions. Figure it out later. just kidding. It's always important to read the fine print there. But yeah. So what else has been trending that we can end tonight for? I feel like there's a lot of stuff that we could cover. Oh geez, I honestly don't follow the news as much as I probably should. And there's reasons for that. Again, I'm always one of those skeptics of just no news is ever... Well, the news is just never good, usually, typically. The Olympics are going on, if you guys are following that. I was looking at the medal race, and not too surprisingly, the United States actually has a nice lead, which doesn't always happen. France is not too far behind. Haven't really been watching it, though, but I do try to follow it now and again. What stories do we have? I'm just trying to peruse through here. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to mention, and probably it's going to come to me later when I don't need to mention it. Let's actually. Well, there's two headlines. I guess one more. So let's talk about this one actually, because this was the huge storyline as of late, and I saw this. I think the news update was from yesterday or the day before, but and again, spoiler alert, but not really because this was announced. So, for those of you guys who are familiar with the old classic band Aerosmith, they had announced, I think it was last year, they were doing their farewell tour. They were not going to be touring anymore. They were going to start a series of shows that they wanted to pay tribute to, sort of a last hurrah kind of a thing to put a pin in their longevity of their career. And it's been amazing. They've had hits for decades. You guys know, a lot of you guys might be Aerosmith fans there, so it's been incredible. I do enjoy a lot of their work. I think Steven Tyler's got an immaculate, amazing voice. If you guys have followed, I think it was back, was it in May this year? It's either April or May this year. Steven Tyler had an unfortunate incident where he injured his larynx, and the band had posted they were going to take a short break to give him a chance to heal. The idea of going back and being able to complete the tour, which I think was set to run through the end of this year. But the major announcement came the other day, and sadly and unfortunately, the band has talked it over and decided Steven Tyler had been working effortlessly to try to get himself back, get his voice going to be able to sing again. He has not been able to do that, and doesn't seem like he will have the opportunity anytime soon. So the band has made the unfortunate decision. They have announced it. They will be ending the tour early. And with the end of that tour, that will conclude their career as far as performing live. They will no longer be performing live shows any longer. So it is sad, unfortunately. It was cut a little bit shorter than they planned. But, things do happen. Things come up there. Obviously we send our well wishes to Steven Tyler that he will feel well soon and get his voice going again. Valiant effort, I'm sure. I'm positive that he, put his best foot forward to do that. Sometimes things like that work out. Sometimes they don't. But stuff just happens. It's incredible though when you see like the end of the era kind of runs actually, which actually leads me to one last story I'm going to say for the very end. Speaking of that, different kind of genre for that for sure. But it's sign of the times for that too. Things after such long careers for that. A lot of these groups like the Rolling Stones, Kiss, a lot of these bands that were popular, 30, 40 years ago, the Bee Gees, the Bee Gees obviously retired when the band members started to pass away, but it's an incredible testament to the lengthy careers that they had, the longevity going, like guys like the Stones, who I know are starting to wrap things up too. Aerosmith isn't the only group, but it's incredible when you see these guys that have and has spawned generations of fans over so many decades, and obviously the music will continue on. It's kind of like the Beatles there too. They haven't been in years, and half the band is gone, but the memories live on, the music still lives on, and so a lot of these groups it's going to be the same. But it's really just a testament for these guys and how their careers can last so long. So, and you hate to see the stories kind of like this, just because I know for sure they didn't want to end this way, and they wanted to give the fans everything they deserve for that they felt. So it's unfortunate, but again, things do happen, and sometimes it's one of those things you have to roll with. So, but again, since the tour started last year, they got some great shows. They only got a few shows in, but it was still something special, and I'm sure for the fans that were there for those shows, they really enjoyed it. So I know it's not much of a consolation, but I suppose it's better than nothing. So, take it for what it's worth. And again, we have the memories are there, and everything is so special from it, and will continue to live on there. So, it's not completely entirely lost. But again, sometimes those storybook endings just don't happen for everyone. So it is what it is. But speaking of that, and this is going to be the last topic I want to talk about, because this just got announced, and this was dropping as of the other day, and I had to do some research to be sure. If any of you guys, I'm sure a lot of you might be our avid video gamers, you'll know this too. Been a member at GameStop for a long time. Membership there for quite a while. I really enjoyed it. I think it was one of the best investments I made there. One of the original magazines that I started, the very first one that I got, was the Game Informer magazine, which has been a go-to one. I've got so many issues that I kept over the years. It was so many great issues, so many fun things that came out there. I saw this posted, and I had to research this for myself and got the word to make sure it was official, and it is, and I'm sad to hear this and sad to say in case you didn't know this, but Game Informer magazine has announced that after 33 years of production, they are shutting down for good. Jaw-dropping and eye-widening for sure, because this is huge, and I'll tell you why this is huge in a second. But just want to say, and they gave a great message to the fans and people who were gamers there. Thank you so much to Game Informer. Again, it was a huge part of my early childhood, younger years, teenage years, and really helped cement made my gaming experiences a lot of fun when I did video gaming, and that was like my go-to, almost like my go-to manual for all things games, and I always look forward to reading the issues and knowing what was coming out. And I know there's several games that I have that I've read in those issues that I saw the reviews on, that I read the details, that kind of made me want to invest there too. So appreciative for what they've done. So saddened though for the employees, people that work there, and even the ownership that had it. I mean, these are decisions that are never easy, and especially for as long as they've been in production too, and business has been there, it's really, really difficult. So our sympathies go and condolences for people that are going to be out of work there, and for the people that love doing it. But your work was always appreciated. Thank you so much for your contributions. You'll never be forgotten there. Even though no new issues will be there, we still have some of our classic issues we can reflect on. But thank you for what you put into it. It meant a lot to all of us readers that we really did appreciate it. I subscribed for a long time, probably at least 15 out of those 33 years, 15 years. So, good, almost half what they were established for. So it meant a lot, and it always will. And so thank you very much. But the last point, why this is so imperative, and this is the thing I worried about too. I thought about this, but GameStop, who is a major video game distributor, which you guys probably are aware of, who owns the magazine parent company, they have been struggling and have had some issues over the last few years. The concern being is I think this could be a telling sign. I've said this before, and I don't think they'll shut down tomorrow, but this is a sign of worry for absolute certainty, because it's like when they say that first domino kind of falls, everything else sort of falls into place too. But if they're struggling that much and they do have the apparent company for that, it can't be a good sign. So I don't want to panic any fans of GameStop, any members who have their pro membership like I do. Can't worry about it yet. And again, there's nothing we can do anyway. But I feel like this is just a prime example of what is yet to come here. So just be prepared for that. But, again, same thing. GameStop has been I know EB Games shut down a while back. That was a junior partner for there. That was like another, not a parent company, it was like a child company for GameStop. They regressed and they recessed a lot of things, and they trimmed the fat down quite a bit. So, again, announcement coming up soon would not be surprising. I'm hoping not, but we know the economy, inflation, things are bad. So it's really hard for companies to stay afloat, and this company has history and record showing that there's trouble on the horizon there. So I'm hoping not, and we don't wish that there, but it is a potential reality that we're going to face. So we have to brace ourselves. But we will take one step at a time there and see how that pans out. Again, we know it's official for Game Informer is officially closing down. We'll see what happens with GameStop coming up next down the road, and hopefully not. Hopefully for the best there. So there you have it. Not the best news. Again, I hate to be the bearer of bad news there, but it is fact. It's out there, and you can find it for yourself. You can research that. There's several articles about Game Informer on there. It's trending over social media too, so check it out. Vanity Fair, I think, did a piece on it. Was the article I saw, and there's a couple others. So yeah, end of an era for sure, but it was a great ride, and we really appreciate that. Been long fans for that, and we'll always love that, no matter how old we get. It's a shame we won't have future generations to inspire, but we can at least tell our kids and grandkids and maybe share some of the knowledge we had from gaming. So there is that. That legacy will live on. But that's going to wrap things up here, guys, actually. And I will say we actually did hit our time. I wasn't sure entirely, but we're still a bit earlier than normal just because we tend to go later. But I started a bit earlier tonight, too. I figured we'd get a shot in there. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, of course, as always. It's hard to believe it. Some of these shows, the time just really flies by, and we're through it before we know it. But stick around and stay tuned for more. Again, we are going to... Let's put our fire on pause here while I give up these last few mentions here. We'll have plenty more content coming out once we have the new studio set up. We're working on that. We're going to record some episodes, get some episodes out for you guys, try to keep things going, and make sure that the content is there so you guys have always something special every week. We'll try to get out as much as we can, especially now we see numbers are trending upwards again, which again we're so thankful for. We love you guys for it. We want to make sure there's plenty of content that you guys can sink your teeth into and enjoy, whether you're on the go, whether you're home, whatever you're doing, just sitting around, chilling out, put it on, listen to it. Go back, check out some of your favorite classic episodes. They're all there. Hopefully you guys will do that. But more great stuff to come. Hope you guys will follow along with us. And again, we'll give you updates on our special guests coming up soon when we have more details. But those are going to be exciting episodes. as well. And of course, remember, check us out, linktree.com/J_J Production Studios. All the streaming services where you can find all of our podcast episodes and more. All of our social media is there. The website, of course, check it out, jnjproductionstudios.com. You can listen to episodes right there directly on the website. Links to our YouTube channel as well. Check us out on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up, like the videos, and subscribe. If you want to get content there, if you listen to YouTube a lot, subscribe and you'll be notified every time a new episode is uploaded there. Check it out today. We appreciate that. We've had some growth there as well. Love you guys for that too. If you're a YouTube listener, thank you. And of course, official studio merchandise. Check it out. New stuff going to be coming hopefully maybe soon too. Spoiler alert. Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. You'll just have to wait and find out more details. I'm going to leave that little bit of juicy information out there for you guys. You'll just have to wait and see exactly what I mean. We'll give more details on that very soon. But check out your favorite shows, get your favorite logos, all kinds of merchandise from shirts to sweatshirts to cups to stickers to pins. Oh gosh, there's so much stuff. I've been shopping. I'm looking like gee whiz. So it's awesome. But you can get your favorite colors there, get your favorite show logos. You can get just me and Big Hoss, just Big Hoss. We got Sanitarium Show merchandise, Impulse Martial Arts merchandise, all that great stuff. Check it out today. It's on that link there as well. And we'll tune in with you guys next weekend when we will continue the celebration of our 200 stretched episode or plus. Not sure what we're going to call it yet. We'll figure that out. We'll see. But we're so grateful that you guys, as always, tune in and listen to us, whether you're listening live or listening later on. Either way, we are so appreciative of the fan support. Thank you guys so much for that. We hope we can do our best to continue to bring great content for you guys every time. That's what we strive to do, and we hope that you love it just as much and that we achieve that goal. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, everybody. Have a great night or great morning, depending on where in the world you are. We will see you next time. We say goodbye and good night for now, but of course you guys know it, but we still say it just as a reminder. Until next time, when we see you at the show.
Thank you for listening to the What's Up Bro show. Catch all the latest live action on your favorite podcast streaming services, including Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. You can also check out episodes on the studio's official YouTube channel. Subscribe and become a member today. Don't forget to also turn on notifications so you'll know when new content is uploaded. Stay tuned and don't miss a single moment. We love and appreciate all your support. And as always, we will see you at the show.